Okay, here we go. So they've rested for half an hour and they're ready to be shaped. So I just do one at a time. And again, get just not too much, just a little bit of flour on my board just to keep things from sticking. And this is sort of the right side of the dough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scraper and I just quickly kind of loosen it up and then I flip it right over to that side. Sprinkle just a little bit of dough there. And here we do this kind of folding. So you take the top, fold it into the middle, take the side, and don't squish it too hard because remember we want to keep that air in there. Fold it over, look at that big beautiful bubble there. Take the left side, flip it over, and take the bottom, the side closest to you, and flip it over. And now I just gently roll the whole thing up. It sticks a tiny bit, I just roll it up. And I roll it like this. Now, I just kind of shape it around, keep turning and tucking it under and turn and tuck it under and turn and tuck it under. Now the very last step is I take my pinkies and I kind of lay them down on the board and I start to drag the loaf towards me because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create surface tension here so that the bread is tightly tucked in under at the bottom so that as it sits overnight, it will be able to have that tension holding in the air. And then when I'm done that, I quickly scrape it up and whoops, I forgot to show you. I have my prepared bowl. There's a little flour in it and there's parchment paper in there. And see, there's a little bit of a seam there from where we were rolling on the bottom. And I just take and I press that down so that it stays tucked in, kind of like a little burrito, like so. Tuck it in, roll over and tuck it in, and a little sprinkling of flour. And then the last thing, before we put it into the fridge overnight, is I take the whole thing, pop it into just another Safeway bag like so, and then I'm gonna put this right into the fridge overnight. So I'll do it one more time with this loaf so you can kind of see what I did one more time. Just a sprinkling of flour, a little bit of flour in here. Scrape the loaf, flip it over onto the round side, sort of the flat side here. Take the top farthest away from you, just a little bit of flour, not too much. Fold that over about halfway. Fold the right side over to the left side. Oh, look at that bubble. Left side over. And then I take the side closest to me, flop that up, and then just begin to roll the whole thing. Don't squeeze it too tightly. Just roll it over and then begin to turn and tuck and turn and tuck till you get kind of a nice little ball shape. Now pinkies down on the board and start to drag it while keeping the bottom surface of the dough against the board. And you can kind of feel the top surface of the dough starting to stretch and get tighter, and that's what you want, like so. Okay, that's all in like that. I have my other bowl here. So this is parchment paper. Okay, I've got the parchment paper down inside, and it's important that you put some flour in here and sprinkle it all over. And that way, in the morning, when you flip this upside down, the paper won't stick to your dough. Take your scraper, flip the whole thing over, plop it in. It's kind of like putting a baby to bed. And this is all a little bit loose and open, so you want to just peel the side over and tuck it in. If it's a bit sticky, just a little bit of flour there. Tuck it in, like so, like so. And that is ready to go. So I take this, put it into a plastic bag, and then these two bowls with the shaped dough in it, they sit in the fridge overnight. And that's all we do for now. So I'm gonna go to sleep now, and in the morning, we shall bake our bread.
best part ever. Okay, see you in the morning. Bye-bye.